Well, it's about that time for the top 10 worst movies of 2024. These movies are so bad, I will have to check myself into the mental hospital or get a few sessions with the psychologist. These movies have poor storyline, god awful acting, plots make no sense, and the best part of all these god awful movies are the end credits. So let's get these top 10 worst movies out of the way so I keep my sanity safe so I can check into the mental hospital or a few sessions with the psychologist.
Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?
Because you suck!
Number 10, Kraven the Hunter. Kraven's relationship with his father started him down a path of vengeance and motivated this man to be the most feared hunter in the world. This movie started me down a path of vengeance and motivated me because this was a god awful movie. The storyline is weak, some of the characters are just in the movie for a paycheck, Rhino is whack, the foreigner looks like he's Count Dracula for separacy, Calypso looks lost half the time. The only reason why this movie is number 10 because of two actors, Russell Crowe and Aaron Taylor Johnson, who at least did a decent job in this movie.
Happy says it's a waste of time to try and fix a boy. It's better just accept a guy's flaws.
Number 9, Lisa Frankenstein. I guess this movie is about a chick who is pretty weird, falls in love with a Frankenstein who kind of looks like Johnny Depp but failed miserably. She goes around take people body parts because she want to build Frankenstein to be the perfect person or husband or whatever the case may be. The worst thing about it, I was the only person in the movie theater watching this garbage, and I could see why. This is weird all the way around, and when I walked out the movie theater, I was confused, which is why I have this number 9.
Welcome to the American Society of Magical Negro.
Number 8, American Society of Magical Negroes. There was nothing magical about this movie except it made me mad. Basically, a dude gets recruited to a secret society of magical black people, and their job is to make one particular race happy. And if he can't do his job or fall in love with someone, he gets kicked out of society. Not intriguing, and really wish they could do is bury this movie where the sun don't shine.
You won the lottery. And now anyone with a losing ticket that kills you before sundown gets her money.
Number 7, Jackpot. This Amazon movie put me to sleep at least twice. So the person who wins the lottery has to survive before sundown to earn a jackpot. I don't understand how this lady Aquafina is funny. Her joke was off and I felt like she was trying to do too much in the movie. Her lack of understanding of the situation literally drove me crazy. And poor John Cena, he was trying so hard to keep this movie afloat, but he couldn't even save that. Not from his F5. And I'm not sure why they had Aquafina in this movie, but it is the worst movie on this list. No wonder it was free from Amazon. Number 6, Strangers, Chapter 1. There were so many dumb decisions in the movie that you could learn life lessons from watching this movie. Dumb decisions like going to a small town for gas, open the door wide open, not walking around with a weapon, looking through a door to see who it is, and most importantly, leave your woman at home trying to get something to eat. Most important, when you have an opportunity to shoot the person who is killing everybody, you just sit there and don't say anything, and you turn around and get hit in the back of the head. And you deserve every bit of that. At the end of the day, I counted at least 15 dumb decisions, which I'm probably sure I probably missed more, but 15 is good enough.
Peter, don't. They say if you watch that video, you die.
Ah, that's a lot of baloney.
The common? You know that love.
Number 5, The Crow. By far the worst remake because the movie made no sense. You have a villain who's like to kill people with the voice of death. The lady actress can't act, and the main actor who just looked confused half the time in the movie. The storyline made no sense. The plot is plotless. Only thing made sense is the crow was flying around the main character to collect his check from Lionsgate. I guess that made some sense.
Marka.
Number 4, Night Swim. So a former baseball player decides to move to a new home with a swimming pool to have a creature in the pool likes to play Marco Polo. This is the first god-awful movie that actually came out in January 2024. Every time someone gets to the pool, this water monster wants to take his soul like he's at Golden Corral. This movie has no storyline, no plot, no sense of anything. I wanted to see this movie earlier, but it came on Amazon for free, and now I know why this movie is complete trash. What worse is the ending makes no sense. So the dad just sacrificed himself and that's it? Night Swim is nothing more than a cash grab if you're swimming in a pool. Before I list my top 3 worst movies, I would like to go to my honorable mention, and this particular movie deserves to be on that list for specific reasons. I could easily name a few honorable mentions, but I wanted to save this movie that I enjoyed making fun of the whole time. Ever since this movie came out, I completely made fun of it, and it was worth it. Just because it escaped my top 10 worst movies of the year doesn't mean I won't talk about it. I'm talking about the greatest Marvel movie right before Deadpool Wolverine of all time was Madam Web. The best Marvel movie this year, the worst movie of the year. This movie was based on an irresponsible woman considering Cassandra Webb having signs of spider sense. She had to protect 3 annoying girls who can barely do anything, and a villain who gets his costume from Walmart. Bad acting, annoying main character, but it was funny as she was trying to be the next Spider-Man, but ended up being a Dollar General discount version of Spider-Woman. Oh yeah, all that special power Cassandra Webb got, the villain got killed off with a Pepsi side land on him. Now that was funny.
Something between Huey Marston and that house.
And so
Number 3, Salem Lot. This movie also put me in a sleeper hole, and I feel like I could not get out of it. This story is based on some dude went back home in search for inspiration to write his next book. He already messed up by going back home, and now he will never win Nobel Peace Prize or the Pulitzer Prize. So he found out people disappeared, which turned into vampires. So he went from trying to end up writing a book to fight vampires like Blade. I was rooting for all the vampires to speed this movie up, and the vampires almost killed everybody in town. The main character was boring. The doctor was scared to do anything most of the time, and a little boy who goes around carrying stakes and holy water like he's Wesley Snipes for Blade. This supernatural garbage will kill anybody's childhood if they want to watch this movie. If you see this movie in Walmart, Salvation Army, thrift store, or even streaming service such as HBO, Amazon, or Hulu, do not look at it. Not worth your time. If you do watch it, these vampires should get you for watching this garbage.
the locals called him the Hangman.
Where are you going?
Hell, baby.
Number 2, The Hangman. Another god-awful movie that put me in the figure 4. I suppose this movie is supposed to be about a dude with his son going on a camping trip where they got caught up in some cult. You have some racist group try to kick them out and hunt them down for fun or money or whatever. A priest wants a young body to keep living for a long time. On top of that, a goofy looking girl controls a hangman who's basically going around hanging folks just like the game Hangman because of something, I guess. The story makes no sense, the acting was garbage, the plot is trash, and this monster looks like she been mummified. His son randomly just got lost and tied to a tree in the middle of nowhere. Some purpose in that. The father having flashback is every after scene, and the way he got his son back is the stupidest things I ever seen. I saw this movie on Amazon or Tubi or whatever, I forgot what it was, but it don't matter. The person who made this movie, like the producer and the castman, should be hanged because torturing me for watching this god awful movie.
Where the hell did he go?
Number 1, Mousetrap. This is by far the stupidest movie I ever seen. A manager storms off after telling his 2 employees they have to work extra shift. Goes to a film room and watches Mickey Mouse cartoons. After he hears voices which made him put on a mask and go around killing people for no reason. The cast of the movies are the dumbest people because all of them just want to get drunk. You have a lady in jail telling her story look like she's in a gothic movie. You can't touch or hit the killer. The only way you can hit the killer or even touch him if you have to have a flashlight and shine on him like you're looking for something in the dark or lost in the woods. This movie made This Mickey Mouse is so bad Disney's want no part of him. What's worse was the killer was after a particular woman because I don't know and it doesn't tell me. So when 4 of the people who survived up to this point finally have a stupid plan and trying to get him, they actually trap him. Mickey Mouse just disappear and come back to kill the one person he was trying to kill the whole time and the movie end. At least Winnie the Pooh killer made some sense, but this one need to be buried. This movie needs to be buried in the bottom of the Pacific, Atlantic, or Indian Ocean. It was that bad. Because of how bad this is by far the worst movie of the year. So I have laid out my top 10 worst movies of the year. All of them should never be made in the first place or see the light of day. Let me know if you like the list, dislike the list, or have your list on your own. Now, I'm going to check into a psychologist or go to a mental hospital to do a few sessions to get these god-awful movies in my head.